Good morning, everybody. Myself, Professor Chidanand Sanur, Assistant Professor of Political Science, Government First Grade College for Women, Vijaypur. Today, I am going to present video, and this video covers sessions from 14 to 18 of PPTs which have been presented earlier. So this video mainly covers Speaker of House of Commons, then the Council of Ministers or Cabinet in England, and the Prime Minister of England. So these three topics are covered under this video. Firstly, the Speaker of House of Commons. The Speaker of House of Commons is elected by the members of House of Commons from amongst themselves at the beginning of each new parliament. However, as a matter of convention, the earlier speaker is re-elected. But if the previous speaker is not willing to serve, the Prime Minister selects the candidate for speakership in consultation with the opposition before he is formally elected. As the speaker is expected to be an impartial person, generally only a person who has not been as active party member is selected for the post. After his election, the speaker resigns from his party and becomes a non-partisan. Thereafter, he does not participate publicly or privately in political activities and tries to conduct himself in an impartial manner. Functions and powers of the Speaker of House of Commons. ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯರ ಸದನದ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಅವರ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು. ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, he presides over the meetings of the House and tries to maintain proper order and decorum in the House. He ensures that the proceedings of the House are conducted properly and checks the members who deviate from the main issue or resort to unparliamentary language. If any members obstructs the proceedings of the House, he can warn them. If he still persists in misbehaving, he can ask him to leave the House. In cases of extreme misbehavior, he can even get the members forcibly removed from the House with the help of Marshal of the House. Second one, all the members of the House speak with the permission of the Speaker. However, while giving permission to different members, the Speaker has to ensure that large number of members get a chance to participate in the deliberations. The Speaker puts the various proposals and questions to the vote of the House and announces their results. The Speaker has the final authority to interpret and apply the rules. His ruling is final and cannot be challenged. The Speaker of House of Commons does not participate in the debates of the House, nor he take part in the voting. However, in case of a tie, the Speaker enjoys a casting vote. As a matter of convention, the Speaker makes use of his casting vote with a view to maintain status quo so that the members may get another chance to consider the issue or take necessary decision. The final authority to decide whether a particular bill is a money bill or not also rests with the Speaker. The seventh one, when a large number of amendments are proposed for discussion, the Speaker selects the important amendments and puts them to vote. As the chief spokesman of the House, the Speaker communicates the wishes of the members of the House to the Queen. He represents the House on formal occasions. He admits all the adjournment motions and fixes time limit for the speeches by members. 10th one, the speaker regulates the entry of outsiders and visitors to the house and can ask them to leave the house. The speaker ensures the quorum of the house and can adjourn the house if the quorum is not complete. The speaker protects the dignity and privileges of the house as well as its members. He can take necessary steps for this purpose. All the important all the bills passed by the House of Commons are communicated to the House of Lords under his signature. The Speaker can order the expunction of any portion of the proceedings of the House if he considers the same is as indecent, defamatory, or undignified. So these are all the powers and functions of England, Speaker of House of Commons. Council of Ministers or Cabinet in England. Council of Ministers or Cabinet in England. The Cabinet is the real executive of Britain and occupies a core position in the British parliamentary government. It consists of the Prime Minister and other ministers who head the various departments of the government. The formation of cabinet starts after the general election. The leader of majority party in the House of Commons is invited to become the Prime Minister by the Queen. The other members of the cabinet are appointed by the Queen on the advice of the Prime Minister. Minister who is the Prime Minister who is constitutionally free to recommend anyone for appointment as minister, but in actual practice he has to keep a number of things in his mind. That is, he has to include certain trusted friends in his cabinet. He tries to accommodate all the able and experienced members in his cabinet. He has to ensure representation to various interests. He has to pick up members from both the houses of parliament. He has to ensure the representation to various parts of the country. It may be noted that the members of parliament can be appointed as a minister. If a person who is not a member of parliament is appointed as a minister, he has to become member of any house of England Parliament within 6 months. Features of cabinet system in England. Though the king is the chief executive head of the state, all the executive actions are taken in his name, yet he stands outside the cabinet. Second one, there is complete cooperation and harmony between the cabinet and parliament. Third one, the Prime Minister occupies a prominent position in the cabinet. He is central to its formation, central to its life, and central to its death. The members of cabinet in Britain are taken from the same party. The British cabinet operates on the principle of individual and collective responsibility. If a vote of no confidence is passed against a minister, the whole cabinet resigns. Apart from collective responsibility of the ministers, each minister is individually responsible for the proper functioning of the department under his charge. Finally, seventh one, the cabinet system operates on the principle of secrecy. Powers of the cabinet: executive powers, then the legislative powers, financial powers, and the judicial powers. Prime Minister of England. The Prime Minister of Britain enjoys a key position in the British political system. Morley, the famous political scientist, describes him as the keystone of the cabinet arc. The office of the Prime Minister is based on conventions and was not known to law till 1905, when the Prime Minister was given fourth position in the order of precedence. The office was given formal legal sanction in 1937 by the Ministers of the Crown Act, which fixed his salary. Appointment: the Prime Minister is appointed by the Queen. Generally, after the general elections, the Queen invites the leader of the majority party in the House of Commons and appoints him as the Prime Minister. However, if no single political party possesses a clear cut majority in the House, the Queen may use her discretion in the appointment of the Prime Minister. As a matter of convention, the Prime Minister is taken from the House of Commons. No formal qualifications are prescribed for the office of Prime Minister. However, he is expected to be a minute observer of public opinion, an expert in the art of publicity, and knows what to say and when to keep mum. The Prime Minister gets annual salary of £27,825. Powers of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister enjoys very extensive powers which are not based on any constitution or law. These powers can be studied under the following heads. First one, the formation of the government. Sarkaರದ ರಚನೆ. So this formation of the government is the first and the most important power of the England Prime Minister. As soon as the results of the general elections are declared, the Queen of England invites the leader of the majority party to become the Prime Minister of England. So as soon as the Prime Minister is appointed, his first duty is to form his formation of government. Formation of the government means the deciding the size of the cabinet and the persons to be included in the cabinet. And the second one is ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಫೋಲಿಯೋಸ್, ಖಾತೆಗಳ ಹಂಚಿಕೆ. ಸೊ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯು ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಆತನು ತನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ಟಿನ ವಿವಿಧ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಖಾತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚುವಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಖಾತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚುವಾಗ ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಯು ತನ್ನ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳ ಅವರ ಯೋಗ್ಯತೆ, ಅರ್ಹತೆ, ದಕ್ಷತೆ, ಅವರ ಆಡಳಿತ ಅನುಭವ, ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಮುಂತಾದ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನು ಪರಿಗಣನೆಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಖಾತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚುವಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಂತ್ರಿಮಂಡಲದ ಪುನರ್ರಚನೆ, ಖಾತೆ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೀಶಫ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್. ಸೊ ದ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಡಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ವೆನ್ if a particular person is not performing well, so he can change the portfolio allotted to a particular minister. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಯವರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಂದರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಖಾತೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯು ಆ ಖಾತೆಯನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಎಂಬುವಂಥ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಂದರೆ ಆಗ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಆ ಒಂದು ತನ್ನ ಮಂತ್ರಿಮಂಡಲದ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಯ ಖಾತೆಯನ್ನು ಬದಲಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾಗಿದೆ. And the fourth one is ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳನ್ನು ವಜಾ ಮಾಡುವುದು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಮಂತ್ರಿಯು ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಸಲಹೆ, ಸೂಚನೆ, ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೊ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಟೀಮ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ if he does not follow the orders or the decisions of the prime minister, and if he tries to behave otherwise, then the prime minister he can recommend for the ousting of the particular minister from his cabinet. Fifth one, ಮಂತ್ರಿಮಂಡಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಯೋಜನೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆದಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆದಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ತನ್ನ ಮಂತ್ರಿಮಂಡಲದ ಸದಸ್ಯರು, ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಸಂಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನು ತರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ನಡುವೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಚಿವರ ನಡುವೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಭಿನ್ನಾಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹೋಗಲಾಡಿಸಿ ಇಡೀ ಮಂತ್ರಿಮಂಡಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನು ಮೂಡಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಸೌಹಾರ್ದ ಮನೋಭಾವನೆಯನ್ನು ಮೂಡಿಸುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ದ ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಫ್ the House of Commons. So as a leader of House of Commons, the Prime Minister of England, he introduces the important bills in the House of Commons, and he announces the important decisions, policies and programs of his government in the House of Commons. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯರ ಸದನದ ವಿಸರ್ಜನೆ, that is the dissolution of House of Commons. So the Prime Minister of England, he can recommend for the dissolution of House of Commons if he feels that his government has lost majority in the House of Commons. So he can recommend for the dissolution of House of Commons to the Queen, and based on the advice of the Prime Minister, then the Queen, she can dissolve the House of Commons. Then the next one, ರಾಣಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮಂತ್ರಿಮಂಡಲದ ನಡುವೆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಸೇತುವೆಯಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ. So the Prime Minister of England, so he acts as the bridge between the Council of Ministers and the Queen. So the Prime Minister of England, he informs the Queen about the policies, programs, decisions, important bills, important acts of his government to the Queen. This is on one side. On the other side, the Prime Minister also has the duty to convey the suggestions given by the Queen to his Council of Ministers. So in this way, the Prime Minister of England, he works as a bridge between the Council of Ministers and the Queen. Thank you, one and all.